42 million people at risk of losing their food stamp, SNAP, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. I think for me, man, this is not a laughing matter, but I will say this is the early signs. If you allow them to feed you, you give them permission to starve you, bro. You know, there's a saying that's been saying, like, Social Security gonna run empty by 2035 or 2042 right there. And people keep saying, man, that ain't gonna happen. And my thing is, are we not paying attention to the debt in America? Are we not paying attention to, at some point, there may be a generation that says, yo, you don't even get Social Security. We are not far from entering a generation that will say, hey, you don't even get Social Security. We don't even provide that no more. That's not far-fetched, Jose. We don't got no money. And this is why I want us to really use the market to buy assets, bro. Like, bro, when the market drop back on that, man, be like, got him. Be happy about that. Don't be fearful about it, because this puts us in position. So think about it. People losing jobs. Government can't get along. And the thing about it is the jobs don't come back. The jobs don't come back, just like the prices don't come back. Because once a company can realize we can make more money without having all them people, and then we can make the upfront investment on robots, those jobs don't come back. I think we had a clip from a couple weeks ago about the plumbers and the electricians, and then now we're seeing people say, we had the clip maybe like 3 weeks ago, I just ain't never put it out, I don't know why. But we had the clip talking about, you know, the next generation of millionaires and stuff is gonna be plumbers and electricians. You know why? Because they ain't figured out yet how to put robots there yet. Right? They ain't figured how to make, I don't think they figured out how to make the waterproof ones yet, right?
They're gonna try, but yeah.
Yeah. And then Ginseng Wine came out and said, skilled trades people such as electrician, plumbers, and carpenters, Jesus was a carpenter, could be the true winners in the AI race. More than software engineers.
Yo, that's crazy that he said that.
And watch
the
this.
writing is on the wall.
We had a generation of people that was saying, hey, we gonna be software engineers. Now, that dang on thing is useless.
Prompt technicians.
That's what you is now. How good can you put words in the prompt?
And the crazy part, chat will write your prompt for you.
Bro, you can ask the chat to rewrite the prompt.
Right.
Hey, rewrite this prompt to reframe it to you to make it better so you can give me the best reply. Elon Musk told us that when he was smoking weed on Joe Rogan podcast.
Mm-hmm.
He said, my biggest fear, that's my first time ever playing a put. That's my story. That's my first time ever playing a put. I had no idea what a put was until I did that. And that was my first time ever making like 14 grand to 25 grand. I was like, yo, he on Joe Rogan smoking the weed. And he said, I have been telling them to slow down on AI because we're going to get into the world where we're going to feed it so much information the robot don't need us no more. And bro, the first thing I thought about, Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I thought about. Are you Sarah O'Connor? And what he said, in the future, he came back and said, hey, it's man against cyborg. And then he made me think about something. This telephone makes us a cyborg.
Yep.
We are a walking cyborg with this phone. There are some people, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. At one point in time, I was addicted to waking up looking straight at the phone.
Really?
Nigga, not talking to God, not doing, that's going on right now.
People walk down the street now.
I said, man, I'm tripping, man. And I had to get off that. I had to start putting the phone on the other side where I could just hit the alarm. All right, go press the alarm. Nope, I'm good. This morning I did it. I got up. For some reason, I was telling you I couldn't sleep. I got up, bro. My girl was asleep. I pressed the alarm. I left the phone up there by her. And I went and got in the sauna, read my book. Because the more you keep it around you, the more you gonna wanna look at it. No. That's where watch this. That's where your ADD coming from. You don't really got the ADD. You got the addiction to the phone. You got the addiction to the ping. You got an addiction. You got to feel like you got to answer every text. Now, you done made the post already. Why do you keep checking to see who commented?
Mm-hmm.
You made the post. Why do you keep checking to see who commented on a post? And now you wonder why your business struggling. Now you wonder why you can't learn how to trade. You keep saying you don't got time, but I guarantee you, if you accumulate all the time that you be on this phone in the day doing things that are not productive to you, accomplishing your goal, you just found another hour or two in the day. I promise you that. So, you know what's crazy, George? I was thinking about something the other day, bro. I was thinking about, I'm glad I don't do iron work right now. Because the phones they wasn't addictive as they were now. And we was on them then. Now? Oh, boy, somebody gonna get killed out there, man. Somebody gonna get killed out there now. I can see a nigga now doing TikTok dance on the job. Got a whole 4-ton beam coming at you like, hey, y'all, check this out. You heard my about beam? Bro, it's crazy. All right, let's go a little further, man.
Got this 1 ounce gold bar from Costco for $23.59. Yes, that's right. Costco even sells gold bars. I filled out the merchandise pickup slip, brought it to checkout, and then just waited anxiously until an employee brought it to me. I was pleasantly surprised to see the inconspicuous packaging, because you probably don't really want people knowing you're walking around with a gold bar. Once I brought it home to unbox, I realized just how beautiful it was. Now, there are a few legitimate reasons I bought this. Number one, the spot price of gold is $23.36, which means I did pay a small premium to own this gold bar. I also did get $23.59 credit card points, so I think that kind of evens out. Second, I think this gold bar will hold its value, so I don't really think I spent $23.59. I more just converted one currency to another. And third, I can technically write it off as a financial content creator making content about it, but I don't think I will because of the tax implications when I sell it. I can make a future video about that.
When he originally made this video, the Costco gold bar was $23.59 in April. It now sells for $4,200. Now, mind you, when I was telling y'all buy gold, it was about $1,100. And when I told you at $1,600, and then I told you at $1,900. And here we are at $4,200. And you asking me, should I still buy gold? My question to you is, has America reduced its debt? You should be buying gold. Let's go a little further, man. So today, gold tumbles 5%, biggest sell-off since 2020. After reaching a high of $42.81 per ounce on Monday, gold prices sank 5% to $41.25 on Tuesday. As the year's record-breaking bullion rally went abruptly into reverse at the end of the gold buying session. Gold surges have fueled by investors concerned about growing government debt levels, the wealth of the U.S. dollar, the health of the U.S. dollar, and a dash for safe havens sparked by Donald Trump's trade war. The biggest driver behind gold's rise this year has been demand from central banks, which are buying gold to diversify their holdings away from the dollar. This is called the disattachment of the dollar. Right? So as the dollar, and so this is why I say, and I'll say this again. That 5% sell-off is to get y'all out of there. That 5% sell-off is to just get you out of there. It may even go to 4,000. May go to a little under 41. But guess what? It be back. It be back because, why would it be back, y'all? Well, it be back because the dollar is still losing value. Has anything changed financially, fundamentally? Nope. So that tells us for a fact it be back. So am I worried? Not one bit. Should you be worried? Not one bit. That's how I feel. Let's go a little further, man. All right, here we go. The power of $100 over 100 years. How inflation affected the value of $100 over 100 years. $100 in 2002 is equivalent to $1,800 in 1924. Golly. $100 in 2025 is equivalent to $1,800 in 1924. But that made me take these glasses off. $100 in 2025 is equivalent to $1,800, $1,836 in 1924. If you travel back in time 100 years, a $100 bill could buy you $1,836 worth of stuff. Let's just go back in something we can remember. 2015, $100 bought you $136 worth of stuff. Let's just go back to 1995. $100 bought you $211 worth of stuff. Watch this. There'll be a point where $100 only buys you $20 worth of stuff. And here's the thing. By the looks of this, you talking about we lose about $30 every 10 years of purchasing power. So that means about 2035, $100 will buy you about $70 worth of stuff. And at the way everything moving right now, it might accelerate to a point where $100 only buy you $50 worth of stuff. Because look at that fall from 1965 to 1975. That's a big fall. That's a big fall. So we looking at a point where 2035, and here's the crazy part, that ain't that far.